Horoscope for Scorpio, Wednesday, 6 May 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Scorpio? It's like that static electricity that precedes a summer storm, a vibration that runs through your skin and warns you that the environment is loaded with a force that you can't ignore. The universe today does not ask you to ignore the tension, but to use it as the chisel that sculpts your new reality. There is a necessary friction in the environment, a kind of friction between what can no longer be and what is struggling to be born. You feel that there is something that has to change, a silent urgency that runs through your spine, reminding you that transformation is not an event, but a constant process of detachment. That cosmic intensity manifests itself in you, in your own presence. Although you do not feel a frantic external movement today, your body, your Scorpio essence, is vibrating with a contained intensity. It is as if every cell of your being is in a state of deep alertness, a physical disposition that makes you feel more perceptive, almost magnetic. It is not an energy of rest, but of preparation. It is the stillness of a predator that observes, of a volcano that accumulates its strength before the eruption. You feel a vital force that pushes you not to stay on the surface, to look for depth even in the simple act of breathing. Taking this energy to the ground of material and sustenance, the gaze rests on that which you share and that which you build. Venus is today in your 8th house, a place of deep debt, legacies, and shared resources. This, coupled with the energy of Sagittarius who inhabits your 2nd house, presents you with a scenario of expansion, but with transformation kills. You might find yourself going through a bank account, maybe with that little bit of anxiety when you see an unexpected move, or maybe managing a contract or a loan that requires your cunning. Leo's presence in your 10th home gives you the visibility necessary for you, if you decide to negotiate or ask for an improvement, to do so with the dignity of a sovereign. However, do not ignore the need for order. The structure of Saturn asks you not to ignore the small details in your financial commitments. This is not a time for big impulsive bets, but for intelligent management of what is yours and what is of others. Imagine that you are facing a spreadsheet or a legal document. The key today is precision, not blind audacity. If we look now towards your well-being and day-to-day management, the landscape becomes more complex and requires your conscious attention. You have Mars, Saturn, and Neptune operating simultaneously in your area of routines and health. It's a powerful but delicate combination. Mars injects an urgency, an impulse to cross tasks off your list with almost frantic speed, but Saturn comes to set a limit, to remind you that discipline is the basis of true freedom. You could feel that internal struggle, the desire to move and do 1,000 things, faced with the need to establish a rigorous order. And in the midst of this, Neptune adds a layer of mist. Today you may find it hard to concentrate on your most basic habits, such as feeding or sleep schedule, feeling a little scattered or fatigue that you can't identify. To prevent this energy from turning into exhaustion, I suggest you not try to conquer the world in one day. Instead of an ambitious routine, look for small anchors. If you feel that fatigue beats you, don't force yourself into a strenuous exercise. Opt for a gentle stretching or a walk that will bring you back to the ground. The key to managing this planetary triptych is the friendly structure. Set a fixed time to disconnect the mobile, an hour to nourish yourself, and an hour to rest, allowing Saturn's discipline to protect your vitality from Neptune's dispersion. If we go into the fabric of your bonds and your heart now, you will find a scenario of great movement and transformation. The Sun and Mercury, together with Uranus, are activating your area of relationships and the others. It's a day where interactions can be unexpected, almost electric. You could get a text message that would leave you in a thoughtful silence, or a conversation with someone close to you who would suddenly take a completely different turn than you expected. Pluto's presence in your 4th home suggests that these outer relationships are resonating with your deepest roots, with your home and your past. It is possible that a touch with a partner or a couple will remind you of old family wounds, but do not be afraid. It is an opportunity to clean the ground. Venus in your 8th home adds a layer of emotional intensity to intimacy. If you are in a relationship, the search for a deeper, almost spiritual connection will be your priority. If you're looking, you might feel a magnetic attraction to someone who seems to challenge your mental structures. However, with Virgo's energy in your 11th sector, your friends and social groups ask you for a more practical and less idealistic approach. Don't get lost in fantasies of recognition. Look for real loyalty, which is shown in small gestures, like that friend who sends you a meme that describes exactly how you feel, or the one who appears without you calling it when the world seems heavy. As for your intellectual growth and your mental expansion, the moon in your 3rd home will make you a special sensitivity to learn and communicate. Your mind will be grasping nuances that others overlook. It's an excellent time to read something that challenges you, to listen to a podcast that makes you question your beliefs, or to start a conversation that opens up new horizons. Jupiter in your 9th house acts as a beacon of light, expanding your vision into the unknown, into philosophy or journeys. You could have a mental click, an epiphany while performing a daily task, like when you're washing dishes or walking to work, and suddenly, an idea that seemed distant becomes clear and understandable. Do not underestimate these moments of clarity. They are the seed of your next great intellectual adventure. If you feel today you need to do a ritual to channel all this tension and transform it into something constructive, I propose a tension alchemy ritual. Since today's aspects invite you to release what irritates you, look for a piece of paper and a pen. Write honestly everything that's causing you friction today. That email you couldn't respond to, that feeling of disorder in your routine, or that rubbing with someone. Once you've dumped it on paper, visualize how a pure white light dissolves every word, every negative emotion. Then break the paper into very small pieces, almost dust, and throw it away in the outer trash, thanking the universe for allowing you to release that load. Finally, wash your hands with cold water and some soap, imagining that the water takes away any residue of that irritation, leaving your energy clean and renewed. To accompany this energy and help you maintain the focus, I propose the color of support for today. Due to the intensity of Pluto and the strength of Mars, the burgundy color, or a very dark and deep red, will help you to anchor your personal power without overstimulating you. You don't need a complete garment. It can be a discreet detail in your socks, your phone case, or even the wallpaper of your computer. If you have any of this tone nearby, use it as a silent reminder that you have the ability to navigate any storm with elegance and depth. Remember that the important thing is not the object itself, but the intention you place in it. Today, you will discover that the true strength lies not in avoiding the storm, but in learning to navigate its deepest waves. You will be able to transform each challenge into a step towards your own mastery. Have a good day, dear Scorpio. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.